If I don't, and if I just ignore that part of my life, then it's going to disrupt my morning routine. You get, from the bigger goal that I have monthly to my smaller goals weekly, and then down to the smaller goals daily. Pick one thing, do it, finish it. Pick the other thing, do it, finish it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, my name is Wangui. I create self-care and lifestyle content. On here we talk about self-care, self-love, self-improvement. We also cook, clean, organize spaces, love on ourselves, and take care of ourselves. So if that's your kind of content, make sure you subscribe and leave me a comment down below and give this video a big thumbs up. So today we are talking about how to stay organized all around. I get this compliment all the time and I love it. Thank you so much if you've ever left this compliment. But I get people telling me about, oh my god, you're so organized, oh my god, you look like, you're able to keep up with your work, with your routines, with all of that. I know it looks better than it is actually, because I do struggle with staying organized sometimes. I have tips that have helped me stay organized and take control of my life, really. And talking about staying organized, why do you need to stay organized? Let's start there. Why do you need to stay organized? When you stay organized, you stay away from the anxieties of not knowing where things are, not knowing what you're supposed to be doing, and you beat the rush that comes from being overwhelmed. When you stay organized, you know where your notebooks are, where your work computer is, where your certain top is, where your cup is, where you've organized those documents in your computers, where you wrote a certain things, where your receipts are, where your bags are. When you stay organized, you beat that overwhelm for sure. That is one of the things that I have seen work for me. Also, when you stay organized, you're able to take control of what's happening in your life to some extent. Of course, you can't control everything that happens to you or that happens in your life, but when you're organized, you're able to control the things that would come up and distract you or disrupt you from going about your routines. For example, if I do my dishes at night, I know for sure I will wake up and have time to go for my morning walk and then come back and get ready for my day. If I don't, and if I just ignore that part of my life, then it's going to disrupt my morning routine. You get? Yeah, so when you stay organized, you're able to take control over certain aspects in your life, which in turn reduces the overwhelm you feel in your day-to-day. When you're organized all around, you stay at ease. You stay at ease, which is so important for productivity. If you're struggling to stay productive, look at your space. Look at how organized or how not organized you are, if there's a term like that. Pay attention to how your space looks like. Pay attention to how you've even organized your work. What systems do you have for your work? Are these things contributing to your productivity, or are they contributing to your procrastination? You might find that there are changes that you need to make to be able to stay organized. So I do have some tips on staying organized all around. These tips are not only in matters of your environment or your space or your house and how you keep your things. They are more about, mental, emotional well-being, and even physical well-being. They touch on different aspects of our lives, so they are really important to keep note of. So number one tip that I can share on staying organized is focusing on your priorities. So I have this system that I have and that I have been doing for a very long time. Every day I write just 3 things that I want to focus on that day. I know we have normalized to-do lists and you want to have a list of things that you're going to do, and I know that feeling of ticking the things that you've done in a day and feeling like, oh my god, today was so productive. But sometimes it's not practical. Sometimes you just need to have 3 major things that you're working on and then really delve into those. So for me, I usually divide my tasks into 3, so I can have, like, today is a YouTube day. One of my tasks is film YouTube videos. The other task is maybe post Instagram content or sort Instagram content, and then the other thing could be clean my space. So usually I will have something in my writing career, something in my social media career, and something in my personal life. So a typical day would look like I have 2 YouTube videos to film, and then I have sort out all written work, and then I have clean and organize my space or cook dinner. I try to group my priorities that way so that I know for sure that by the end of the day I am able to do these 3 things, and then now in my to-do list I can break down these 3 things into small actionable steps to help me achieve them. So for example, today is YouTube days and I have to film 2 videos, so it could be write scripts for the videos, sit down and film the videos, then transfer the files from the camera to the laptop, and then it could be edit 1 video. So I try to break it down that way so that I am able to see how that one task looks like in time slots, and I am able to stay productive that way. So prioritizing things and just having few priorities in a day will help you stay organized. And then have a to-do list daily. This bounces back to our first point. You need to have a list of the things that you're going to do, and this is not just about work. If you see my to-do list daily, I even write people that I need to call, things that I need to send, you know, things that I am supposed to research on, what am I going to cook. It's not just about work and, you know, the things that I want to accomplish regarding work on the day. I also add my personal things and things that I know for sure I might forget, and they are important things like calls and emails. I make sure to add those to my to-do lists. And then another tip to staying organized all around is managing your time. This is an area that I have struggled with in the past, but I feel like I am slowly mastering it. I am able to manage my time now because I have time slots for everything. For example, my first hour of the day is dedicated towards, you know, getting up, slowly dressing up and doing some sort of workout. Then the second hour of my day is geared towards tidying up my space and then getting ready for my day. That's showering and moisturizing and all of that, and sitting down to plan my day and journaling my day before I start work. So I do have a solo morning routine that I do in the morning where I don't go on social media, I don't post things early in the morning. I first wake up, you know, take care of my physical, mental and emotional health, and then I can now get into work feeling full, having filled my cup and feeling productive. Another tip to stay organized all around is making use of calendars and planners to keep track of your tasks. So for me, I have a physical planner that I use every day where I write my top 3. It has a schedule list of things that I need to do. It has a part for emails. I have reviewed this planner in my 2024 reset vlog. You can go and watch it, but it's a really nice planner. I have my top 3 priorities, I have my schedule to-do list, I have gratitude and affirmation, I have a place for tracking my meals, I have a place for calls and emails, I even have a place for quote of the day. So I make use of my planner daily to just outline my life on that specific day, but it also has a plan for the week, a plan for the month and all that. But I also use my calendar on my phone to add tiny things that I might forget. Like if I am supposed to post something at a specific time, I will add it to my camera. If I need to be somewhere on a specific date, I'm going to add it into my calendar. If I need to send something and it's something out of the usual, I add those things to my calendar so that I can get notifications and I can plan on when to do them. Another tip to staying organized all around is having a monthly and weekly plan. This is so important. Sometimes we feel like because we are planning our days, we are doing enough, but we are not. You see, when you have goals, it's important for you to break them down from it being a major goal to it being that small goal that you're doing in the day, right? So for me, I do have monthly goals and I have like one focus of the month. So in January, it was consistent content creation and I mastered that, but I had to break it down into weeks. So if my goal is consistent content creation in January, how do the weeks look like? The weeks look like filming 2 videos on Tuesdays, editing 2 videos on Thursdays, shooting short form content on Thursday, you know, whatever that looks like for you. But for me, I break down my tasks from the bigger goal that I have monthly to my smaller goals weekly, and then down to the smaller goals daily. It helps me keep track of all the things that I am doing right and the ones that I need to go back and, you know, change or make a better plan of. Another tip to help you stay organized all around is to delegate. in quotes, ask for help. So if at work you have someone that is supposed to do something, please delegate that thing to them. Stop killing yourself with work, because it's going to affect how organized you are with your own things. For me, I am able to delegate things that overwhelm me. For example, recently I've been struggling with keeping my house clean because one, it's getting too dusty, so that means I need to clean my house often, and number two, it's taking so much of my time, and this is time I could use creating content. This is time I could use to, you know, do other things in my life, right? So I have delegated that task. I have someone come clean my house once a week, dust everywhere, and for me, I just need to maintain that throughout the week. So I don't need to worry about scrubbing my floors on a random Wednesday afternoon while I should be seated editing a video. You get my point? Yeah. So if you're able to delegate some tasks, please do. And if you feel like some things are overwhelming you, ask for help. Hire someone if you need to hire someone, if you need to get someone to help you with something. Like the other day, I was creating content and I needed a third person to help me. I called my sister and I told her, she was off work, and I told her, please come and help me. And she did such an amazing job, because if I needed her to pass me something for content, she would, or, you know, get me some water or fix my dress. You know, it's really, really important to ask for help. And I know sometimes we might struggle with this, but you have to deal with it. You have to deal with that fear of asking for help, or that feeling that you feel like you don't deserve help. You have to deal with it for you to be productive and for you to stay organized. Another tip to staying organized all around is to keep things where they are supposed to be. I used to be this person that would pick things and leave them wherever, until I realized they were adding on to my anxiety and they were adding on to my overwhelm, because I couldn't find things that I needed to find at specific times, right? So I could be looking for a specific notebook, but because I left it at a random place in my bedroom, I would spend so much time looking for that notebook and eventually would just get overwhelmed, get frustrated, and just leave it, right? But now I have dedicated spaces for everything. I have a space for my cups, a space for my plates, a space for my pots. I have a space for my work notebooks. I have a space for my journals. I have a space for my makeup. I have a space for my skincare. I have baskets for skincare, body care, shower care, all that. When you keep things where they are supposed to be, you don't spend so much time looking for them, and it helps you return things where they are supposed to be. If you don't have a space for all the things that you have in your house, you're going to just keep things anywhere and anyhow, right? And that is definitely going to affect how organized you stay. Another tip to staying organized all around is by organizing your thoughts by journaling. I don't think there will ever be a video I do without talking about journaling, and this is because it has been so helpful to me. So if you struggle with having so many racing thoughts, journal. Sit down and journal. Sit down and have that conversation with yourself. Write down those thoughts, process those feelings, process those emotions. It's going to help you calm down. It's sort of offloading. It's sort of dumping those things that are overwhelming you in your mind. If you wake up and you feel like, oh my god, I'm supposed to be creating content, oh my god, I didn't post that post, oh my god, I'm supposed to have called my mom by this time, sit down first and write down all those things, and then now slowly start picking up on the things that you need to do. You're going to help yourself so much by organizing your thoughts. Another tip to staying organized all around is by scheduling errands ahead of time. It is so important to schedule your errands because you're able to dedicate specific time or days to do specific tasks. That way you're not affecting your normal routines and your normal schedules. For example, if I need to get my nails done, I'm not just going to wake up and say, my nails look like they need to be done today. No, I have to schedule time and plan ahead of time so that I am able to do the things that I was supposed to do on the day before. So if I'm going to get my nails done on Monday, which I will, by the way, if I'm going to get my nails done on Monday, what do I need to do on Monday so that I can schedule it on these other days and do these things before Monday comes, so that time I will spend getting my nails done, or that time I will be away from the house all day. I am not abandoning things that I am supposed to be doing. Do you get me? So if I need to post something on Monday, I am going to work on it, schedule it and put it on my schedule, and then the only thing I need to do on the day is post. Or sometimes, good thing for YouTube, you can schedule and just forget about it and it's done. Or some things like, if I need someone to come clean my house when I'm away, then I'm going to schedule ahead of time, call them ahead of time, plan for when they come, the time, and all of that. Another tip to staying organized all around is having a consistent and sustainable routine. I did share a few weeks ago about creating a routine that you can sustain. I'm going to leave this video here and leave a link in the description box if you didn't watch it. But having a routine really helps you stay organized. You know what you're waking up to do, you know what you need to do before you go to bed. For me, in the morning, just to give you a quick run through of my morning routine currently, I wake up before 7. I sit for a minute because I am not a morning person, but I am trying not to claim that term because I really want to do better. So I wake up and sit for 10 minutes to defrost. I cannot jump out of bed. I will fall. I will fall. So since I learned that, I wake up and sit on my bed, watch the sunrise, then wear my workout clothes, drink my water, go out for a walk or work out in the house. And then after my workout, to cool down, because it's not recommended to take a shower immediately after your workout. After I finish working out, I tidy up my space. It could be the couch, it could be making my bed, it could be doing the dishes in the sink, it could be sweeping the floors, it could be anything, like a 10-20 minute clean up. And then I get into the shower, do my skincare, my face skincare, my body skincare, dress up for the day, sit down. I am also intermittent fasting, so I am not eating immediately. My fasts are going up to like 11:30, 12:30, so I am not eating immediately after my shower. So after getting ready, I sit down with my planner, plan my day, then I journal, and then I sit down and work. Now I can start my day. That is my morning routine, which I will share with you in detail in a video soon so that you guys can see exactly how it looks like. And then I do have an evening routine that I am curating. It's in curation right now because I really want to have a consistent one too. But in the evening, I stop watching TV at 9:30. I go to bed, read my book, drink my chamomile tea, do my gratitude list, which I don't do daily. I do it maybe thrice a week, do my gratitude list, and then sleep. Sometimes I might not sleep immediately. I will scroll on TikTok trying to beat that, but it's okay, one habit at a time. But that's how my evening routine looks like. Oh, and I will do my skincare before I go to bed. Yeah, so that's kind of a routine that I am able to keep up and stay consistent in. For you, if you go to work in the morning, you might need to wake up an hour earlier to ground yourself and to prepare yourself for the day ahead. If you have kids, you might need to wake up way before they wake up so that you're able to ground yourself and spend some time with yourself before you have to pour into them, right? Yeah, so having a routine that you can consistently keep up with and sustain is important and helps you so much in staying organized. Another tip to help you stay organized all around is having a system and having a structure for productivity. For me, this comes in form of apps. I do have apps for my personal life. I do have an app that tracks my cycle, so I don't have to keep worrying about, oh my god, when is my ovulation, when is my period coming. I do have an app for that. I actually even paid for the pro version so that I am able to really learn my cycle and my reproductive health. I also do have a habit tracker, but I don't use it as often. I have an app that is called Zero that is helping me track my intermittent fasting. Please excuse the dog. For work, I use Canva to organize my folders, my work, all my creations. I also have Trello to organize my work things, if it's content and what is filmed, what is edited, what is posted, all of that. I am going to do a self-care products and resources video soon so that I can share all these things that I have that help me stay organized and that help me take care of myself. But having a system and structure for productivity specifically will help you stay organized. Another tip to help you stay organized is eliminating clutter. That means your space, your computer, your phone, and keep only what you need. Just keep the things that you know you're using and eliminate everything else. You don't want to have things that you're organizing and these are things you don't even need in your space, that you don't even need in your computer. I usually have like a monthly declutter-ish kind of day where I look into my wardrobe and see the things that are not sparking joy to me, and I will get rid of those. I clean up my laptop. If I have old files that I don't need, I delete them. Even in my kitchen, if I have plastics that maybe my cleaning lady left and I don't keep plastics, then I get rid of those things. So eliminating clutter helps you stay organized because you only keep what you need and you're able to keep things where they're supposed to be. Another tip to help you stay organized is to do one thing at a time. I know we want to touch on this, touch on that, touch on this and touch on that, but sometimes that can lead to overwhelm and feeling like you have so many things to do. Instead, pick one thing, do it, finish it. Pick the other thing, do it, finish it. That is something I'm practicing myself, but I have seen changes since trying to do one thing at a time. I have seen changes in how organized I stay and even in my productivity. Another tip, please excuse the dog if you hear it, but simplifying your work and taking the simpler route to everything will help you stay organized. If you're there trying to take the longest route to doing something, you're definitely going to feel overwhelmed and you're not going to stay according to the plan of how you are going to do your thing. But simplifying your tasks, simplifying your processes, making things easy for you to digest and easy for you to do is definitely going to help you stay organized. Another tip to helping you stay organized, this dog is really getting to me, guys, but I have to finish this video. I apologize. But another way to stay organized is by changing up your routines and your spaces. If you feel like you're stuck with a routine that you don't like, or you feel like you need some change in your life, it may be time for you to change. It might be time for you to, you know, add a few things here and there to make it exciting and to make it interesting. And even for your space, if you feel like it's getting monotonous, it's getting boring, you can change up a few things. Get a new plant, change up the layout of your furniture, you know, change up where you put your things to create more space for other things. If you feel like your snacks cabinet is taking all the space for your food, you can get another space for that. You can just change up your space and change up your environment and change up your routines to create some sense of newness, which in turn helps you build some level of being organized because you feel like you're in control of how you feel from how your space looks like or from how your routines are set up. Another tip to help you stay organized is to work smart. Automate repetitive tasks. If you have tasks that you do on a daily and you feel like these things are really adding more overwhelm and are affecting how organized you are, automate those things. For me, it's by adding things to my calendar that I know for sure I might forget, or that I know I need to plan ahead of time, or that I need to get supplies for. I'll add those things in the calendar so that I get notifications for when I need to do those things ahead of time. I also have an alarm for taking my trash out because I tend to forget, and of course, you know, I don't want to stay with my trash for weeks on end, so that's one thing that I have to do. And then also use some tools to help you organize your work. I have spoken about using Trello. I also use Slack. I have used Asana, but I use project management softwares and tools and apps to help me stay organized, to help me organize my work, so I know if it's this client, these are the writers, this is the work, this is what I need to do. If it's my social media content, these are the videos I need to do this month, these are the videos I need to do next month, this is when I'll get to shoot this video, and all that, and so on and so forth. So that's just about it. Those are the tips I have for helping you stay organized all around. If you have more tips for us, make sure you leave them down in the comment section. We can definitely learn something from you. But I hope you guys learned something, and I hope that these tips will help you stay organized and help you, you know, beat that overwhelm that you might be dealing with at work or at home. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye.